This is Natural Powerlifting Radio. Deadlifts, chicken nuggets, video games. This is Check My Total, a powerlifting podcast with Timothy Payne and Andrew Hinson.
Welcome everybody to the New World Order, another episode of the Check My Total podcast. It is an episode with your host, me, and T-Payne.
What up?
So what are we talking about today?
Well, we're going to talk about something that might be hard for some people. Well, hard if you don't have any discipline, but let's talk about consistency today and trusting your program.
Oh man, it's like a relationship. Consistency and trusting your partner.
Hey man, you should know about that relationship stuff now.
Hey, my relationship's pretty good. I don't know what all these other bozos are doing.
What month are you on?
5.
Okay.
Well, okay, 5 officially, but we started dating in January, so I guess that's a little bit more.
Okay. Well, that's still kind of brand new, but it's been 5 months.
Yeah.
When I say we, my dad and I, we just started back lifting 5 weeks ago. And for him, you know, he's had a bunch of health trouble, so he's been out of commission for a year. And me, I've just been lazy. I haven't been going to the gym. But the biggest thing, just being on week 5, is right now is just getting out of the bed to go to the gym to begin with, which, you know, could be an issue throughout your whole career. Just trying to get out of the bed to get there in the first place. Because, you know, we're working out in the morning, and I know a lot of people work out in the evening, and personally I think that's harder because you're doing it after a day's work, and there's so many things that can happen leading up to that. I like starting off my day working out and getting it out of the way.
That is very true, except when it's like 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning.
Hey,
That's when it's hard.
do what you gotta do.
Ugh.
But the biggest thing is just to do it, though. And I think that's got more to say than making sure. Like, your programming matters, but the fact that you're getting to the gym to begin with is what really matters.
That's true.
Because if you're not going to the gym, then you're not worried what your program is.
That's true. I mean, you can program all you want, but it doesn't matter if you're only going, like, if you can only manage to get there one day a week.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, not at all. Like, it's not going to matter. And, like, on terms of, and then you can add another layer to that. It's like, it also doesn't do no good if you have a program, or if you have a rough idea of what your program is, but you're not consistent with that program. Like, it's super important just to go to the gym. And once you get that down, the next step is it's super important to stay with your program.
Yeah.
And be consistent with your program.
And depending on where you are in your lifting career, you might not see results in 2 weeks. And a lot of people, especially in the world we live in now, if something doesn't happen, you know, as soon as you snap your fingers, then it's no good. But you gotta keep on keeping on with what you're trying to do.
That's true. And I mean, it also helps when you have a program that you actually like believe in, that you can actually get with and stick with. Like, it's one thing to be consistent, but it's also hard to be consistent if your program's like something terrible, like you're working out 6 days a week and every day's a heavy day.
Mm-hmm.
And like that can just set you up for failure.
And a lot of times, even if your program's not the best, but you believe in it, you'll still make some gains just because you believe in your program.
That is true. There is a psychological factor.
Mm-hmm. You might only get so far with it, but if your head's in the game, then you'll still make some kind of achievement.
Yeah, like, I know, I mean, how many people do we know? I mean, we know quite a few people that just go off the program or just do whatever. And like, it's hard to get progress that way. And the big thing is once you decide that whatever you're doing is not working and you're getting a negative attitude towards your training plan, I don't care if it's the best training plan that Houdini himself made for your specific bone structure and muscle types. It ain't gonna do no good.
Unless you stick with something for 8 or 12 weeks, then you don't know if it's going to work or not anyway.
Yeah.
So like I said, if you're constantly changing up what you're doing every 2 weeks, then you're probably not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, not only are you not going to get anywhere, is you ain't going to know where to go. Yeah, you ain't going to know where to go. Like, it's one thing if you're like, okay, so this type of rep range is working for me. I think I'll stick with it. And then you know you can carry on that even if everything else just completely bombed, but you like that rep range or whatever that working weight is, and it's worked for you, and you got some gains there. But let's say all your accessories for some reason were just terrible. At least you have one thing to take away and go on for the next cycle. But if you just switch around all the time, you ain't got nothing to take away. It's just it's like rolling the dice.
And powerlifting is like a jigsaw puzzle. You might have the right pieces in this corner, but sooner or later you're going to find out you got to figure out the pieces for this other corner, and you'll get, like, for example, if you're having trouble with exploding off your chest or something, and you're doing this program to help you start exploding off your chest, well, that might work for you, but since you spent that time learning how to explode the bar off your chest in a bench press, you might lose some on your top end. So now you got to go back into your programming and try to figure out what to do for your top end.
Yep.
So it's constantly a juggling act. But like I said, unless you go through the whole program to begin with, then you don't know what you need to work on.
That's true. And generally speaking, the puzzle's almost never complete.
No.
Because, like, you can only do so much in one gym session, and you can only do so much in a week. Like, you can't hit all your weak points. Like, you just can't. Like, you'd be there for like 20 hours. And, like, you wouldn't get anything done. You'd be so exhausted. And it's like trade-offs, You gotta fill in the pieces of the puzzle you can, and you gotta go fill in some more pieces and try and maintain whatever you just brought up. And there's a lot of consistency and believing in your program is a big part of the sport that I don't think people pay enough attention to. Like, you really got to believe in what you're doing. Like, I don't care if you have no idea what good programming is or how to train, but man, if you believe it's working, it'll work.
Mm-hmm.
It'll work to a certain point, but if you don't believe in it, it don't matter if it's the best program in the world. If you don't believe in it.
No.
Hey, are you working out with Richard?
Kind of. I mean, we're in the gym at the same time, but he's not really on our program.
Yeah.
But yeah, I help him out, and he's doing what he's doing. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell him something because this guy's, he's 77 years old, but he's what we call Masters Elite. Because once you hit 40 years old, our elite number changes, and then every single Masters group, the number changes. So he is elite for a 77-year-old. Well, anyways, you try to tell him something, but he's already elite, so what more?
Yeah.
He's gotten this far is what I'm saying, doing what he's doing.
Yeah. I mean, that's a strong old man.
And it's funny because we'll tell him to do a certain thing for his workout, but he'll add it onto his workout. So he'll do like 20 things instead of changing what he's doing. It's like, man, you're gonna overtrain.
Oh man.
But yeah, he's super strong. I mean, he did like 305 squat for a double the other day. 77 years old.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, he's a strong dude.
Oh man, I'm telling you, that's the future of powerlifting. It doesn't matter how strong you are. You just have to outlive your competition.
But see, you can also tie that back into consistency, though. Because
Yeah.
I don't know when he started training, but it sounds like to me he at least has been training since he was, 40 years old or something.
Yeah.
But even if he started when he was 40, that's still 30 years of going to the gym every day.
Yep.
And like I said, he's probably the strongest 77-year-old I know. And
That's true.
but he's in the gym every day, and although, like I said, he's doing, 50 things in the gym at a time, he believes in what he's doing.
Ugh. I just hope I can do one thing in the gym at that age.
I know. Get up out of bed and walk.
Yeah, it'd be a miracle to walk at that age.
Yep. But he's getting excited for nationals. He's wanting to, bump his records up and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think he will on a squat. His squat's getting strong.
He's going to be 77 years old. He might squat 405.
Maybe. He's wanting to do 465. That's his goal right now. And I think he hit 455 or something last October.
Wait, in the squat?
Yeah. I mean 355, my bad.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, my fault. He wants to do 365, and I think he hit 355 last October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty impressive.
And me just started over. That sounds like a lot of weight right now. 365.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, you're still on it, though.
Yeah, I hit 315 for a double, and that was last week, and that's only 4 weeks being back. So
Wow, that's pretty good.
So we'll see what happens.
Wait, what's your bench at?
I don't know. It changes every week. So I mean, I'm still going up.
Dude, have you done 275 again?
Oh, not yet. I'm not that far along.
Man.
Like, today's our light day. Tuesdays are our light day. But I did today what I did last Thursday for heavy day for my light day. So I don't know. It's just being young and waking everything back up. Like, I know being old, that's not going to happen for me.
Man, I'll never forget that one time you didn't work out for 6 months and you benched 275 out of nowhere. Never hit that number before.
Oh, man, that was like teenage Timmy.
Man, that was crazy. That's what that was.
Uh-huh. But, see, you got to be consistent.
That is true. You got to be consistent.
And go to the gym every day. Because, like I said, week 5 and everything's finally starting to click and feel good. Because, you know how you first start doing something different or do something new, how you're sore, like unbelievably sore?
Yeah.
Well, I finally got past that stage to where I'm just getting a little bit sore. So that's another thing. If you can get past the this sucks stage of everything feeling sore and like crap, then you should be golden.
Yeah.
Because there is a point where it's not as bad.
Yeah. Not as bad.
Unless you like really hammer something, like I've been doing back like crazy, back work.
Yeah. I've been trying to hammer more back work too.
And I think counting the weeks is really helping me stay consistent. Because it's like, man, that's 5 weeks. Next week will be 6. And just keeping I've been doing this for X amount of time. Because I've never really done that before. I've just been like, hey, it's time to train again. So now we're training again. But it's like, yeah, this is week 5. If I can get to week 52, that would be saying something.
Yeah, well. You want to step back on the platform week 52?
We'll see. It depends on where I'm at. If I could start off with 2 black plates on each side, I'd be doing something. Maybe not for the bench. That'd be 455.
Oh, dear.
Well, I know I got to open with 455 on squat and deadlift, or I'm not getting back on the platform.
Why's that?
I don't know. It's just, I mean, that already seems weak to me. I don't know.
I mean, that's not that far off from 500.
No, it's not. But see, if I'm pulling 500, like that podcast we had the other day, you got to pull 645 just to be the 15th dude.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't plan on stopping this time though.
Well, good.
Yeah, man.
Ugh.
So I don't know if we even really talked about what our subject was.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah,
I think it was a good conversation.
I think it was. You got to be consistent and believe what you're doing. That's the two
That's right.
takeaways this go around.
That's right. That's all it is. And that's it. And that's a wrap for this episode. You can catch us live at McDonald's eating all the Ronald McNuggets. You can catch us live at Wendy's eating the 4 for $4. And you can catch us live at Burger King. Actually, no, not Burger King. I got a terrible thing. Don't go to Burger King anymore. They're nuggets. They're no spicy nuggets. And you can't, I'm telling you right now, the original nuggets are nowhere near as good as the spicy. I'm highly ticked off, but that's okay. They're still $1.69, so if you're looking for in the bank, you can still go there. Be consistent, and don't be that 70-year-old man who goes up to those young 16-year-olds and tell them they used to bench 315. Still bench 315 when you're 70 years old. That's all I got for today, and that's all for the podcast. We'll catch you on the next one.
We out.
It's time for the IBP Nationals. Mark your calendars for October 19th through the 21st. The 3-day event will be hosted in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. For more information about the competition, visit ironboypowerlifting.com. Please subscribe and thank you for listening. Be sure to follow @CheckMyTotal on Instagram for all the latest updates.
You boycotting Burger King now?
I'm telling you, dude, the spicy nuggets are gone, and every time I've gotten the original, they are just dry.
Ugh.
And they have not been good. I'm a little disappointed in Burger King. I can't believe they did that.